Hi everyone, I'm Heather with Burner Babies, and today we're going to talk about grooming. We're going to talk about grooming the Bernese Mountain Dog and the Bernedoodle. So first we're just going to talk about some general rules of grooming. Number one, never ever let your dog be sedated to groom. There is absolutely no reason that any dog should be sedated to groom. So if you have questions if your dog is being sedated or tranquilized to be groomed, just ask. And if the answer is yes, walk away. Walk away. Any dog can be trained to be groomed properly, safely, and securely. So that is always rule number one. Rule number one, so important. Just walk away if the answer is yes. Number two, your puppy should be exposed to the groomer as soon as possible, which is 16 weeks. Get all your puppy shots out of the way, all of them, and then set up that grooming appointment. This is so important that your puppy understands what the groomer is. So the groomer has lots of tools, the clippers, the bathtub, the blow dryer, the nail clippers, all of those things. And your puppy needs to know what all of those things sound like, feel like, who the groomer is, and how to behave during those times. So once your puppy is old enough to be exposed to those things, please make that grooming appointment. It is so important that your puppy understands that those things are safe and they are okay. So make that grooming appointment right away as soon as you can at 16 weeks. Okay, so moving on to first the Bernese Mountain Dog. So the Bernese Mountain Dog is not a dog that needs to go to the professional groomer often, but it is very beneficial to you and your household and your sanity sometimes, right? So the Bernese Mountain Dog sheds heavily twice a year, and that's in the spring and in the fall. They will blow their whole coat and regrow new hair. So I tell people if you brush them about once a month, that's going to keep down on the day-to-day shedding. But twice a year, you will want to probably take them to a professional groomer to get a nice, good bath and then to blow out their coat. And you'll want to do that while they're shedding at their heaviest. And what that does is that's going to loosen up all that crazy dead hair, and that will save your sanity because you're not going to find those hair tumbleweeds in the corner of your kitchen or on your couch or on your clothes. And it's really going to help your dog feel a lot better too because, you know, it'll help keep them cool or keep them warm or whatever as they grow in their new coats. So if you just take them to the groomer in the spring and in the fall as their shedding is at their highest, it will definitely help a lot. So one other thing about the burner that's kind of it's kind of like a rumor that if you shave them, it's going to help keep them cool in the summertime. That's actually a lie. That is not true. That undercoat helps keep them warm, but it also helps keep them cool. So that is helping protect them to help keep their body cool. So by shaving them, you are taking away their air conditioning. I know it sounds counterintuitive to what you think, but that is the truth. So please do not shave your Bernese Mountain Dog. By shaving them also, you are exposing their skin to daylight. And burners, as we all know, are sensitive to many cancers. So by exposing their skin to daylight, you are exposing it to the sun. And what none of us want are to increase our burners' chances of skin cancer. So let's keep their coats as it was meant to be. Keep their coats long. Take them to the groomers. Let them blow out that dead coat and keep their hair long. Okay. All right, so moving on to the Bernedoodles. So there is not a ton of difference as far as grooming requirements between the F1s and the F1Bs, with a slight exception. So the F1s you could probably get by with brushing once or twice a week because they have the wavy coats, versus the F1Bs have a much curlier coat, more like a poodle. So with the F1Bs, you'll want to brush them once a day, once every other day to make sure that they don't mat like a poodle. And with And that's if you're keeping their hair coat long. So it's very important if you're going to keep them long that you do understand the brushing requirements. So with the F1s and the F1Bs, if you keep them long, you will be required to brush them to avoid matting. They will need to go to the groomer about once every 6 weeks to get a good bath, to get their hair conditioned, and to maintain that hair coat. If you get them shaved, you won't be required to take them to the groomer near as often. I would say about every 3 months or so. And you could easily get by with brushing them maybe once every 3 weeks, just to make sure that they're not matting anywhere, especially in the face and the top of the head, like in the muzzle area, maybe behind the ears, things like that, where they're a little bit longer. So every 3 months if you keep them at a shorter length. So that's basically really what I wanted to talk about today, just the grooming requirements for both the Bernese Mountain Dog and the Bernedoodle. If you have any questions about anything I've said today, please let me know. I'll be happy to answer any of them. You can put them in the comments below, or you can reach out to me via text or email. I'll be happy to answer anything that you've got. So if you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, we'll chat later. Thanks, everybody. Bye.